Guys, I'm a little nervous today. Today could be the next step for blockchain technology in Sweden and beyond. It turns out that the mayor of this part of Metro Stockholm I'm living in, Solna, is a blockchain, crypto, Bitcoin fan, and he follows me on YouTube. On the channel I never mentioned exactly where I live, but then he saw me one day here at my corner cafe when I was buying coffee and wrote to me on Twitter. Pehr Granfalk, big guy, and I'm gonna meet him right now. He will come from there, I think, if he comes. I can't blow this. Sweden is a small country, but we have a lot of global impact. IKEA, H&M, the mobile phone revolution, medical and life sciences, Spotify and music. Many countries are looking at what Sweden is doing next. I've met several presidents, but this meeting could turn out important, and I'm a little nervous for real. If Bitcoin and blockchain will take the next step here in Sweden, this is it. How did you discover Bitcoin?
I have a friend of mine that was a very, very early adapter of blockchain and of course Bitcoin and other coins. And he tried to get me interested for a long time, and I taunted him and said it was a Ponzi scam and so on and so on. But finally he gave me something to read, a couple of books, a couple of good links about what it actually was about. Like so many others, I was blessed, and all I spoke about was this technology change.
How do you feel Sweden is doing in this technology shift?
I think Sweden is behind, which is very, very sad, because Sweden has a good tradition of being ahead when it comes to technology and technology adoption, mobile phones and things like that, and 3G and 5G. And it's quite sad. I don't know why we missed this opportunity. I think it's because very few people understand what it is. We really need companies and the government to understand what it is and how we can use it in everyday life. Not as something that we will speculate in, but something that will make our lives better.
How will adoption happen?
Some big companies like Spotify or Google or Visa will implement it in their services, and then we will have it in our mobile phones without noticing it. Something that we use every day.
And now, as usual, Solna is taking action.
We are the fourth biggest municipality in Sweden when it comes to BNP. We deliver a lot of welfare to Sweden. We have two of the biggest growth areas in Sweden. We have Arenastaden and Hagastaden. And Hagastaden is one of Europe's fastest growing life science areas today. That, I think, is a very good growth place for blockchain and blockchain companies, because we have a lot of companies that in the future will be dependent on blockchain technology. Life science or construction companies, everyone will need some sort of blockchain technology to track and maintain ownership on the internet. We also need blockchain companies to explain that for all the companies here. So I think it would be a good growth place for that type of companies.
We have many influential people watching the channel, and many are frustrated by a lack of understanding in the society as a whole. What can we all do?
So what could everyone that is interested in this do? I think we could speak about how this will change our life, how this will be the next .com boom or era or technology leap. Not how this is an investment opportunity or getting rich or poor quick, but how this will be in every technology and everything you have in your mobile phone in a couple of years. So try to find example of how this will be used in everyday life and try to explain it from that point of view. That I think it will be very, very much important for people to understand how big this will be. And of course, share information, share links, share books, share YouTubers and things like that, so everyone can get on board and understand how this will change our life in the future. I think it's very important to educate companies here in Sweden, so they need to understand how they can use blockchain. The people that will be ahead in this will of course succeed. I think it's a shame that no big Swedish company have been starting thinking about establishing in Meta, for example. But we also need to educate decision makers, lawmakers, so they don't see blockchain like an investment thing that you just need to tax or crack down on. This is not a competition about Swedish krona or Bitcoin or something like that our banks need to crack down on. This is a technology and we need to embrace new technologies to get the most out of it.
And what is this industry lacking?
What's missing for blockchain, both in Sweden but also in Europe, is one voice. We have millions of people loving Bitcoin, speaking about it on social medias and so on, but we need one force to communicate with decision makers, lawmakers, but also companies to explain why they should use this kind of technology. All other industries and technologies have this organization. They have it in the national level, they have it in EU level, so they have good lobbyist organizations, and the banks have extremely good lobby organization. But blockchain has millions of solitary good ambassadors, but not one strong organization. I think that would be something that need to be developed in the future. Hej då.
So next, on February 23rd, there will be an officially hosted seminar by the city. I will be speaking together with the ambassador for El Salvador. As you know, El Salvador has made Bitcoin legal tender. If you're Swedish, you can join the actual event online. I'll put the link below, and I'll of course make a summary here on the channel. And all this because of this cafe. Your amazing cafe led to an important meeting here. I love it, Pehr Granfalk loves it. How did you come up with this place?
Juniper Tree is a place that I created. I wanted it to be a place to meet up, just like you and Pehr did, just to have a nice cup of coffee or an interview or just hang around with friends and family.
Best Swedish Fika, Juniper Tree, go there. If you still need an argument to move with your blockchain company to Solna, Stockholm, Sweden, I'll give you one more.
Yeah, we have low tax, of course, that's important also, but it's mainly important for people who works here.
Pehr is humble. Here are the city tax rates in Sweden depending on where you live. 35% if you live in this place, 34.5%. We scroll, 33, we scroll. And here, at 29.2% is Solna.
One of our big advantages when it comes to growth and companies is that we are very pro-market. We have been the most business-friendly municipality for 14 years in a row. And we have good collaboration with all our companies here. So this is one of the best growth places for companies in Sweden. When we have so much companies here, something that is important for us, and that is to help people that needs help to get out to jobs instead of social welfare. The unemployment rates here in Solna, they are much lower than in the Stockholm region and extremely much lower than in Sweden.
The Solna model, right?
Som EUs regionkommitté tillsammans med OECD hade. De har faktiskt skrivit lite grann om vår Solna-modell som ett gott exempel för hur man kan jobba regionalt och lokalt.